Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome to another Ramble session. I hope y'all are doing well. I thought I'd just come on today to go over some of the things that have been going on here at my house and in my life. So, what you're looking at is let me look here, September, October Fibonacci. Again, this is a lovely printout that Danny B had sent me, and I love it so much for my book. And if you'll notice right here, this ugly bit, I had last week a nasty altercation with a screaming hot bowl of refried beans. So I burned my hand and my wrist and my arm, and this one I've covered up because it is looking rather nasty. So anyway, yeah, I'm all on the mend. These don't hurt anymore. They're just plain ugly. So anyway, that's that, in case you were wondering why my hands are all ugly and mottled. Anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? So, I am super proud to say that I am fairly caught up in my Fibonacci. Lately, of course, I'll do a flip at some other time, but lately I've been kind of just doing a central photo thing and then writing around it. I haven't been doing very much of my colorful hot mess pages because I don't know. I really don't know why. I think I'm so overwhelmed after such a busy summer and storms and just everything that's been going on here that I just didn't want to be behind anymore. And so I have taken to simplifying my pages a little bit, and it's working out really well. And I'm very proud to say that I am all caught up in my Fibonacci. So I'm so glad for that. This here is like just a tip. And again, I'll do, a flip about it. There you could see that it's an envelope that holds my daughter's article that she wrote. She is a staff writer for her campus girls online magazine, and it was about our chronic illness that we have, which is called POTS, but it's a form of dysautonomia. So that's what that is. Anyway, so this is the beginning of my October section of my book. Again, this book is a Staples brand gridded notebook, composition book. That's what I use for my Fibonacci's. Love it. Don't ever think I'll go to any other type of book. I just love the versatility of it. I love the size of it. It just works for me. And 2 months fit into each book. So at the middle of my book, when I start the next month, or even at the beginning of my book, when I start the month, I decorate the left side of the page, and then I always put a pocket here where I keep my labels. Okay. And some of you have asked about my labels that I put up in my headers up here. Sometimes they're quotes, sometimes they are Bible verses. I have them saved on my computer for different months, like, the month of, the month of November, I have all of them pertaining to thankfulness. The month of December, I have them like all Bible verses pertaining to the Christmas season and the birth of Christ. In February, I have them full of love quotes. So you get the picture. They are just printed on clear address labels. I just happened to be in the office supply store one day a while back, and they had packs on sale for like $2. I could not resist. So that's how I do these. So here's my October portion of the book and my pocket that holds my labels and whatever else during the month that I might use. Again, I'm caught up. Today is the 3rd. I always journal the next day about the previous day. So I wait for the whole day to occur, and then I go back and I write about what happened. I keep notes now in my phone, so I don't use Post-it notes anymore, but that's the gist of that. So, and again, I've just been simplifying my pages. I just put, a nice picture in the center. and go from there. So it's a lot faster. It's still lots of fun to do. I will hopefully return to my colorful hot mess pages soon, but right now that's what I'm doing with that. And then let's see what else. This is my jot journal. And as you can tell, this is the month of September, and I'm still on the first week of, this was the first week, I guess, of September. This was the first full week of September, and we had the storm and Irma and all that stuff. So I have quite a few pages to get done and caught up on. Now, it's funny because I'm either behind in my Fobonichi and I'm on top of my jot journal, or the other way around. So I always have something to work on, so I'm not complaining at all. So there's that. So I'm working on that, or going to be working on that. And then somebody had asked, let me see. Somebody had asked me about my love note journals a while back, because she's a military wife and she has a lot of her husband's notes and letters and all, and she wanted to know how I did my love note journals, because my husband, who is not a serviceman, but every day when he goes to work, he sends me an email. And so a few years back, I have hundreds and hundreds of them on my computer. But a few years back, he had bought me this super cute journal. He had just seen it while he was out and bought it for me. So sweet. And I thought, well, what am I going to do with this journal? Because for my Fobonichi, I use the composition book, and I don't generally use store-bought journals like these for anything in particular. And then I thought, well, good grief, Elizabeth, you've got hundreds of love notes from your beautiful husband. Why not print them out and start saving them? So, I mean, obviously these are personal, but these, there's whatever, you can read it. I don't care. Anyway, so this is how I started doing it. These are back from 2015. And this is how I started doing it. I was decorating the pages and all that. Well, what ends up happening is the book ends up being super thick and bulky. So I stopped doing that. Now what I do, and again, these, obviously they're personal, whatever, but, I don't care if you read these. So what I started doing is I collect Molly and Rex journals, and I love them, but I cannot bring myself to write in them. So what I do now with my husband's love notes is I print them all out and I just cut them out and stick them in with washi tape, So this whole book, this is this year. So I put one entry on each page and fill up the book. And so, yeah, that's how I do it. And because I'm only just sticking in an extra sheet of paper, a thin copy paper, it doesn't become very thick. And then I still have all of this to fill out for the rest of the year. This book, I stopped in July. So the last few mornings, I have been printing out like August, the rest of July, August, September, and some of October. So I've got a lot of work to do in this book, putting my little love notes in. Sometimes he sends me song lyrics. Sometimes he sends me a personal note about, what's going on at work and just, how much he loves me. And so, yeah, I don't want them stuck on my computer, so I print them out and I stick them in a book so that I have them to look through and read through them. And I love doing that. And then I also have, them for my children later on, if they ever want to look at them, just to know the depth of our love for one another. I always think that's important to share with your children. So, then this weekend when we got home from the Keys, I decided to do a little bit of tidying up. And when I mean little, I mean little. So I had a drawer over there filled with just a mishmash of stickers, and it was driving me insane because, a lot of us use stickers in our Fobonichis and in our journals, and I did not like digging through the whole pile. So I had gotten one of these. This is like an accordion, folder thing. And so I went through and I just categorized everything. I still need to label it, but I have, things like a food pocket for little food stickers. I have labels. I have word stickers and things like that. Butterflies and animal stickers, quirky, weird, fun stickers, scratch and sniff stickers. So yeah, so I'm going to be adding to this and then maybe even purchasing another one because I know I have other stickers that need to be organized. So I did that and it did make me feel a whole lot better about that. Then I had another question on my channel about, let me see here, about my washi tape. Okay. And where do I get it? And if I order it online, and she was expressing that it's just really kind of like daunting. There's so many to choose from online. I do not shop online for, washi tape. Now on the group, some of the gals do order from, I believe it's called AliExpress. I've never ordered from them, but I do hear good things. I don't know. If you're part of the Fobonichi Journalers group, you can always ask questions, there on where they get their washi. This washi here is a combination of a box from Michael's that used to sell for $10 a box. It was such a bargain, and they don't do it anymore. Now they're like $25. So these over here are from the Dollar Tree, which, yes, they're $1. Yes, it's a bargain. However, in my opinion, I do not really care for this washi tape, and I'll tell you why. It is not true washi. It is paper tape, and it does tear easily. However, it has like a waxy film on it, and it's not very tacky. Now, with a lot of washi tape, you always have to run a bead of glue on it anyway, so that's not that big of a deal. But I just don't care for the waxy feel to it. It's just not as flexible as, something like this, which is, just very thin paper tape. So there's that question answered. Again, I don't order anything online from anywhere. I just strictly get my washi from, here's another box of it. This is another $10 box. This is just washi that I've gotten that I just throw in there. So that answers that. What else? I've been trying to catch up on my Happy Mail. I did send out a load of it the other day. And I just, while I'm here in my drawers, I just wanted to show you one of the things I do. Maybe it'll interest you. Whoops. Okay. So this box here is strictly for Happy Mail. And I have, like, in this little box here, I have little bits and bobs, little sentiments, little punches, punches over here. And then if I want to make like my own little embellishments, then I have everything that I need right here in this little box, and I can make up some real cute embellishments to send out in Happy Mail. I have some tags that I've made. I have these little quotes, that I cut out and send along if somebody, wants to use them in their book. They're just the perfect size, once you cut them out, or use them as this size. But, they're easy to put in your journals. So here are some zines, some of my zines that I had sent out before, some origami pockets that I've made, some little tags that I made, some of these little painted circles I made last week, which were super fun, and just little bits and bobs, little tags that I punched out and just stamped. If I send somebody something, I can just write a little note on it or something like that. So this is strictly for just Happy Mail. When I want to send out some Happy Mail, send out a few little bits, this is the box that I go to. So I wanted to show you that. Let me see if I can get it back in here. Here, I'll let you look at my pretty love note journal. Yeah, and otherwise, that's pretty much what's been going on here. Not much else. I really need to organize my room. Let's face it, who of us does not need to organize their craft room? But oh my goodness, is it ever a daunting task, right? So, a little bit at a time, little baby steps, and it'll get done. So I'm going to try to work on that. Later on this afternoon, I have to get ready. Oh, in fact, soon. I need to get ready to take my poor husband back to the dentist to get more implants. It all has to do with his chronic illness. So yeah, he'll be drugged up and on the couch for the rest of the day. The poor thing. So yeah, I got to be off to go do that. And I will thank you for your time, and I will thank you for sharing it with me. And I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day and rest of your week. And I will talk at you soon. Bye.